Good morning, everyone. We're going to go ahead and get started. I know some people are running a little bit late and some people will be able to make it today, but we'll go ahead and get started anyway. I called this meeting to order at 9:02 a.m. and I will go ahead and start off with the land acknowledgement. Associated Students recognizes and acknowledges the first people of this ancestral and unceded territory of the Fernandino Tataviam Band and Mission Indians that is now occupied by our campus of California State University, Northridge. Honors their elders, past and present, and the descendants who were citizens of the Fernandino Tataviam Band and Mission Indians. Associated Students recognizes that the tribe is still here, and we are committed to lifting up their stories, culture, and community. We'll now go ahead and move on to the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand if you are able. Alrighty, we'll now go ahead and move on to the roll call. So I'll turn it over to our Attorney General.
Good morning. Vice President Anderson. Senator Bob Negri. Senator Chavez. Senator Doe. Senator Dunn. Senator Kaddish. Senator Iman Khan. Senator Awais Khan. Senator Mezabin. Senator Radionov. Senator Sarkeesian. Senator Saravia. Senator Scher. Senator Tybee. Senator Toledo Carranza. Senator Tran. Senator Olgun. We have a quorum.
Awesome. Thank you, Golden. We'll now go ahead and move on to the approval of the agenda for April 15th. Is there a motion? Senator Tybee.
I move to approve today's agenda.
Thank you. Is there a second? Senator Dunn, thank you. Is there any discussion? All right. Any opposed? All right, the motion passes unanimously. We'll go ahead and move on to the approval of the minutes for April 8th. Is there a motion? Senator Doe.
I move to approve the minutes from April 8th.
Thank you. Is there a second? Senator Scher, thank you. Is there any discussion? Are there any opposed? All right, the motion passes unanimously. We do have a special presentation today for the Valera Nest update from Samantha. So welcome to the stage, and Tari's here also, yay. Yeah, take it away. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us. Good morning, everyone. For those of you I don't know, my name is Tari Hunter. I serve as the Associate Executive Director for the University Student Union, and I use she, her pronouns.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Samantha Lou, she, her. I am the Associate Director for Operations Services for the USCO. I'll pass that.
And so today I gotta use this little gadget. All right, today we're here to talk to you about, just give you a quick update about our USU project that we've brought before you previously. And so I think I pushed this little green button. First off, we want to just say thank you to Associated students. As you can see, we had a really great time at the big show. There's no sound intentionally, so I can keep talking to keep us on track, but we wanted to thank you for just having us tabling at the big show as well as at the most recent AS Farmers Market. Through these collaborative engagements, we were able to reach more than 1,000 students and gather data in support of the Valera Nest project. And we also want to make sure that we give a shout out to President Paige Hajalou and say thank you so much for your service this year on the University Student Union Board of Directors and helping us and partnering with us to make all of these things continue to move forward. So we're here to talk to you today. I just passed around some cute little stickers. Some people are like, oh, I can't wait to put that on my water bottle or on my laptop. But we're here to talk to you today about setting the table and building the future. And so, as you know, the Student Union is constantly evolving. And so the little cute graphic, shout out to our marketing team, represents all the different projects that we've done over the last 18 years to consistently enhance the student experience for students. Our USU renovation, our Student Recreation Center, the Resource Centers, the Oasis Wellness Center, the Esports and Games Room. And then now we're going to talk a little bit more about the Valera Nest project and then also future plans. Oh, is it me again? But before we jump into it, just want to share a little bit about you're probably wondering, wow, they've done all that in 18 years. How can they afford to do all those wonderful things? So we're really grateful for the student fees that students pay each semester. And so our student fee is $632 annually. That's based off of our 22-23 recorded audit. And we want to show this because we want students to understand where the fee goes. And so the picture you see on the screen is not the exact figures because it's from the previous audit, but it represents the 6 main categories of where our funding goes and how we constantly are using the funding to be able to create innovative practices, to be able to serve students and help to really enhance the student experience.
So one thing we did in 2019 was pass a student referendum, and that was a vote that went out to students, and it passed in favor of building a new facility and renovating our current existing facilities. If you've been in buildings like this and throughout our facility, you know they're not the most consistent across each building. And so in 2019, our students voted in favor of adding 125 per semester to renovate and build the existing facility. And this would take place the year that the building opened. And then after that, it would increase by $3 each fall and spring to account for inflation. And you probably saw signs up about this, and I know we've had the opportunity to come and talk to the Senate before about the new heart of campus. In our mission statement right now, we are the heart of campus, and so we are looking at this being a new refresh to our current facilities, and we were actually very heavily in the process with our stakeholders and our board of directors following the referendum approval. And then we had some challenges. After COVID hit in 2020, there was several things that impacted the project in building a new facility drastically, and that was unprecedented and continual increases in any construction materials. If you saw the construction market or just the cost of goods in general during that time, it skyrocketed, and that had a major impact on our project. At the same time, declining enrollment was affecting our project. As Tari mentioned, we have student fees and the mandatory fee that goes toward our operating fund. So if the amount of students on campus decreases, our operating fund also decreased. And then also, lastly, interest rates going up, and right now they're still going up. I know that they project that it's going to go down a little bit, but those were all things that significantly impacted our project. And we made cuts along the way to try and continue to bring a new building to the students. But we are about $65 million over budget because of these 3 things. And so we went back to our board of directors in the fall of 22, had some really tough conversations, and they made the very hard decision of not moving forward with an additional new building in order to still prioritize the other parts of the referendum, which we'll talk about in our future plans. And so we are going to be heavily renovating facilities versus building a new one in order to stay within that 125 per semester. Cool. So the future plans are listed up here, and these are the things that the USU is still committed toward from the referendum. The first one on there with the heart is the Valera Nest, and we have a slide after this to talk more in detail. That was the only one that wasn't included in the referendum, but it was responding to the needs of students, especially during COVID. The other ones that we're working on is enhanced programmable event spaces, renovating our facilities, like I mentioned, centralized resource center concept and bringing our resource centers under one roof together, indoor lounge spaces, which is huge in our facility, but also with additional seating with device charging. If you go into our study lounges, we've done some assessment. Most of the people are around the perimeter of those study rooms because they need a place to charge. And so we want to have some seating that has charging capabilities in the middle of the room so you can choose where you'd like to sit, not just where the power is. Shaded outdoor seating spaces, which Apparently this week is going to be warmer. This will be a great week to be able to sit outside and study enhanced food options. And I know we've been able to partner with AS when they did the food dining survey, and then working with the University Corporation in Chartwells to figure out how we can enhance food within the USU. And lastly, an integrated plaza with indoor and outdoor features and really highlighting those options. So these are still our primary goals of the referendum and that we are actively continually working on. And then here on this slide is the Valera Nest. These are 5 images that kind of represent what's going to go in this new facility for students. It's going to be located right out these doors where the former pub is, where the former Wells Fargo space is, and it's going to be coming in 25-26. You will see that we are going to break ground on this after commencement. So there'll be a lot of fencing kind of, after commencement, May 3rd. Oh, sorry, the groundbreaking is May 3rd, but the actual construction will start after the commencement. Yeah, I meant the real construction, the noise. You'll feel that. But the groundbreaking ceremony will be on May 3rd. So these are the resources that are going to be available and brought to students inside this facility. So our CSUN Food Pantry, which is currently located at Laurel Hall, and you have already, thank you. There's plenty of great resources with inside Laurel Hall in that food pantry, but in this facility, it's going to have refrigerated food options and fresh produce, very similar to what they have at their pop-up pantries that have been highly successful. We're going to have Eyeless Kitchen that is named after one of our donors, and that's going to be basically an open lounge space that's going to have 11 microwaves for students. If you've ever tried to heat up your lunch or your food that you bring to campus somewhere, you're usually standing in a line of 3 or 4 students. And so this is an opportunity for students to be able to bring their lunch, heat it up, and then go back to class or have a seat, enjoy and study. But you're probably wondering, well, I got to carry my lunch around all day. What am I going to do with it? And so we have these cold food lockers. They're going to be located right on the outside of this building, where you can bring your lunch, you can store it in until you're ready, and it's going to keep it cold, and then you take it out and heat it up in the microwave. Or if you pick up food items from the food pantry, and some of it needs to be refrigerated, but you don't want to carry it around throughout the space, and while you go to class, you can put it in one of these cold food lockers, and we're also going to have just regular dry food lockers as well on the inside. So really great resource for students. We're going to move our basic needs offices for our care coordinators who provide services around food insecurity, emergency housing, financial support. That's going to be located all within this facility. And last but not least, Maddie's Closet, which is currently in the Career Center. If you've ever been into the Career Center, into Maddie's Closet, they are in desperate need of space. They have lots of options for students, but they can't display it all. So we're going to be able to move into a larger space and then also hopefully bring awareness to the resource to students being right here off of Main Street. So these are some of the great resources that we have coming soon for students. And we hope that if you are a student still at this time, then you will be able to use these services. And this is a space for all students, but really normalizing basic needs as a resource for all students. And this space is for all students as well.
And then the last thing that we just want to talk about is how we're going to go about moving the $125 fee that was approved during the 2019 referendum. And so instead of taking place all at once, which was the approved vote in 2019, we've decided that we're going to move forward with a manageable fee increase for students called a graduated fee increase. And as you can see on the screen, it provides you with the graphic. And so with the graduated fee increase, we don't implement the full fee. We don't begin implementing the fee until the building is open. And the reason that we're taking this approach is to be able to relieve the students from the recognizing that the tuition increase is going into effect, and to be able to make it more manageable for students to be over the next few years. And so as Sam mentioned, we're going to break ground this year. The Valera Nest is scheduled to open in 25-26. And so students will begin paying a $32 fee that first year, and then the following year, $31, then $31 and $31 until we reach the $125 This is similar to how we approached our USU fee schedule for the opening of the Student Recreation Center in 2012. And so we know that it's proven to be successful, as well as it helps students to feel like they're not paying for something they never get an opportunity to use. And that's really important to us. We want students to feel comfortable and confident in voting on these referendums and things to enhance the future of CSUN, so that when each of you come back as graduates like me, now that I'm back as a graduate, I remember us talking about building a recreation center, right? But now 20 years later, I didn't pay for the building of the recreation center, but I was able to help to plant the seeds to create the recreation center. And so similar to this, you all are planting the seeds to be able to create the Valera Nest, and the students will begin paying for it after it's open. One other thing that's important for us to note is that in addition to, because I want to make sure we're very transparent, in addition to the $32, there is also a $5 fee that everyone pays already currently to the University Student Union for inflation. As part of the 2019 referendum, it was agreed upon that this inflation fee would go up to $8. And so that $8 wouldn't go into effect until the 2030 academic year, after the 125 is complete. And so hopefully that was clear. The graphic, I think, makes it clear, but the biggest thing to remember, if students say, oh my goodness, they're building a new building, it's gonna cost us more money. It's not gonna cost us any more money until students are actually taking advantage of it. And as we all know, the number of students that are taking advantage of our basic needs, facilities, and resources all around campus, this is gonna provide them with enhanced opportunities, enhanced services, and really destigmatize basic needs and the need for basic needs, and make it be a welcoming space that, well, to be honest, I wish I could get one of the new offices, because, well, it's gonna be really, really nice. And so next, we just want to open it up to see if anyone has any questions.
Any questions? I will throw something out there that when I've been going to Sacramento, so a lot of us student leaders went to Sacramento, and then also I just went to DC over the last week. We talked about this a lot, and so many congresswomen and congressmen are in love with this idea, and they are so excited and can't wait to see it completed, or even want to go to the groundbreaking. So it's a big deal, and they are like, we've never heard anything like this. So we are definitely making a mark. CSUN is definitely making a mark. So very, very exciting. Any questions?
Well, thank you so much for your time. And we are making a mark, because the Valera Nest is going to be the first of its kind in the CSU system. And so similar to many of the other things that are our first, like the Oasis and other enhancements that we have, we continue to be a trendsetter across the 23 campuses. Go Matadors.
Thank you so much for being here again, and looking forward to that the groundbreaking on May 3rd. Yes, Senator Saravia.
Permission to be recognized.
Granted. Alrighty, we will now go ahead and move on to open forum. Open forum is intended as an opportunity for any member of the public to address the Associated Student Senate regarding any issues affecting CSUN students. Speakers are allowed 3 minutes each to speak. Please sign in using the clipboard for minute recording purposes.
Morning. Hello, everybody. My name is James Forster, and I serve as the AS Programs Manager, just here to give you your weekly event updates. So events that we have going on this week. So Tuesday, we have our Normals Farmers Market from 10 to 3 p.m. So looking forward to that. Our theme for this week's market is our spring cleaning market. So we're going to be focusing on providing tips and tricks using sustainable products as well, in order to go about spring cleaning that you all might do in your daily lives as well. So we're looking forward to that. Some other events that are happening as well. So on Wednesday, there are 2 campus events. The first, the College of Humanities is hosting a club mixer over on Matador Square. And there is also an EV car show that will be taking place on campus as well. So looking forward to seeing both those events. We'll be helping out in a variety of different ways there. And then turning our head towards Thursday. Thursday, we will have our big comedy event. We are bringing Wild and Outs, Lives, Justine Valentine, and Conceited will be coming to campus. That event will be in the Plaza del Sol Performance Hall, located here in the USU, operated by the Soraya. That event starts at 7 p.m. It is sold out. We will have a standby line, though, for anyone that does want to come and potentially get a seat. We'll be letting people in about 10 to 15 minutes once the event starts. And then just looking ahead to next week. Next week, we will have our final refill and repair market. So it'd be an opportunity for you to bring any glass jars that you have or clothing items or bags that need to be repaired. So you can get free refill stuff as well as free repairs on any of those items. And then on Thursday, we'll be having our annual Earth Fair event from 10 to 3 over on Boramian Lawn. So lots of great events coming up for you all, but looking forward to it and hope to see you all there. Thank you.
Thank you so much, James, for stealing my report. No, I'm just kidding. You just definitely highlighted quite a few things that I was going to mention. So awesome, great events coming up. I'm looking forward to that. Is there anyone else here for open forum? All right, seeing none, I'll go ahead and start off with reports and start with mine. Good morning, everyone. Sorry I was not here last week. I was in Washington, D.C. meeting with legislators. That was such a great opportunity, but I do want to highlight a couple things that we were advocating for, just so you all are aware. Even though we're advocating for in DC, it definitely impacts students directly on campus. So one of the things was doubling the Pell Grant. So I think 58% of students at CSUN receive some sort of Pell funding. We are the second largest distributor of Pell Grant in California, and then the 6th in the nation. And so it's really, really crucial that we, advocate for this, because before, when it wasn't so expensive in LA, the Pell Grant was able to cover 75% of one's total cost of attendance, and now only covers 28% of one's total cost of attendance. So obviously, because it's so expensive in LA and just inflation and things have gone up, the Pell Grant really isn't really serving its purpose like it used to. So it's really, really important that we are fighting for that. And that was a really big thing. And a lot of legislators responded really well to that. So that was really awesome to hear. Another really crucial thing is just renewing DACA, renewing the DREAM Act. That is super, super important, because a lot of students, actually there's 10,000 students, CSU students, that are undocumented or dreamers, and then 500 staff and faculty that are also dreamers. And so it's really important that we also create that kind of streamlined pathway to citizenship for them. So two really, really crucial and important notes just to kind of keep on your radar. And obviously, I will keep you all updated with any of that kind of stuff if I do get feedback from legislators or from the governmental relations office here on campus. Moving on, happy tax day. Hopefully you'll filed your taxes. Oh, that's scary. But yeah, that's a big deal. Also today, there is Policy Day. Speaking of policy, the Maryland Magrum Center is having their Policy Day. It is on Zoom. It's from 9 to 3 p.m. I will go ahead and drop the Zoom link in our group me, and also send out an email right after this Senate meeting. Josie and I will be making a presentation at 12:15, just going over kind of AS advocacy efforts and just kind of what kind of policies on the table right now that directly impacts higher education and students. So we'll be going over that. Again at 12:15, and it's just the same Zoom link for the whole duration of the day. I will be attending Faculty Senate on Thursday, so if there's any crucial questions you all want to know, or I can look at the agenda before when I do get it and kind of share that with you all, so you all are up to date on that. Obviously, the executive director search is moving along. It is definitely quite a process, but I did want to share with you all. You will get an email from me today. It's scheduled to send out today. But just so you all know about the open forums and everything. So this is really, really important, because this is an opportunity for you all to meet the candidates and just kind of, again, meet them, talk to them, engage with them, see who they are, see what they're all about, ask them their plans for AS if they do get chosen as the ED. So again, please look out for your emails today, because there are specific dates and times for each open forum and each candidate. So please check your email. Again, it will be sent out probably in like 30 minutes. So check your email for that. And then of course, if you want to attend, please, please, please attend. And again, you don't have to attend the whole thing, but if you just can stop by, it is so, so important that we get your feedback on our candidates. As far as executive director updates goes, we have our first interview actually the 19th of April. So that obviously is when one of the first open forums will be for you all to attend. So definitely it's moving along very, very well. And if you have any other further questions on that, let me know. That's just kind of the most crucial part for you all to know about right now. Yeah, that's kind of it for me. It's a little bit more of a kind of catch-up week for me, but if you need anything, of course, let me know. I'm really excited about the humanities event this week, so I'm really excited about that. It's in my calendar. Yeah, are there any other questions or any questions? All right, seeing none, we don't have a report from our vice president or our chief of staff, but we will go ahead and move on to our chair of finance, Tran, for her report.
Hi, everyone. I have a short report for today. I'll just go ahead and share the account balances. So within STAR, we have $136,856, unassigned contingency, $667,955. Clubs and Orgs assigned has $13,450. Field Fund still has $15,000, so this has still been untapped for the whole year. And Clubs and Orgs travel, we have $264. This week I'm planning on sending out the Soraya invites for the AS and Soraya and Arts Alumni Chapter collaboration event, as well as sending up the annual budget and approved code on finance by our board to Dr. Watkins and his administration as well. That's all I have to report for today. Thank you.
Thank you to our chair of finance. Are there any questions on her report? All right, seeing none, all those, wow, okay. We'll go ahead and move on to our attorney general.
Good morning. So on Saturday, we had the Admitted Matador Day, and as a resident advisor, I was stationed in housing, getting to see all the people coming in and giving them tours of the spaces. And it was a really good feeling just to see people eager to look around and see the campus, and hopefully they commit and become matadors. So that was a really good experience. Also with Senator Toledo Carranza, we've been working on figuring out a solution for the housing shuttle stop that's right across from the Sustainability Center. And we have made some progress. Originally, we were talking with PPM about putting in benches and umbrellas, but then we learned that because of future construction plans, eventually that horseshoe is going to become completely unusable. So Parking and Transportation is saying that what they're going to do is just shift the shuttle stop to back where the existing infrastructure for it is, with the seating and the coverage. While that might have some traffic implications, it would probably end up being the best experience for the people actually riding the shuttle. So hopefully that works out pretty well. And then just another reminder, the Northridge East Neighborhood Council is going to be having a cleanup day right on Halsted and Lindley, which is literally directly across the street from CSUN. So if you want to sign up for it, again, that's going to be Sunday, April 28th at 9:30 a.m. And we're just going to pull out some weeds, clean up any kind of debris. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we're going to make a nice difference on our streets, making them look better. Last reminder, as you know, for the committees and for office hours, business casual isn't required, but for in the actual Senate meetings, remember that we do have a dress code, which is business casual. So just for these last few meetings, let's finish out Senate strong and make sure to come in business casual. So that's the end of my report.
Thank you so much, Golden. And it sounds like Admitted Matadors Day was amazing. I was at Admitted Tritons Day with my brother in San Diego. And yeah, apparently he doesn't want to be a Matador, but whatever. And I will say, Curie, this is a note for you. The most loud and crazy people there, not in a bad way, but were the rugby team. Like, so many clubs were there, and the only one that I really noticed the most was rugby. They were like out there trying to recruit, and I was like, okay, but our team is obviously better, so I just had to throw that out there. So that was really cool. But okay, are there any questions on our Attorney General's report? All right, seeing none, I will go ahead and turn over to our standing committee reports, starting with External Affairs. I see Matthew is not here. Would the vice chair like to make any notes, comments? Vice chair not here? Do you want to make any external affairs comments?
Good morning, everyone. In the external affairs, last Wednesday, we only discussed how we're gonna approach the referral on support for divestment on ongoing war on Palestine with the student who came in. And other than that, we also discussed how are we gonna approach the vending machine referral on the Maple Hall. And that was pretty much it.
Thank you so much. Are there any questions on Senator Khan's report? All right, seeing none, we'll go ahead and turn it over to Internal Affairs with Senator Tybee.
Good morning, everybody. I don't have too much to report from internal affairs, but I will say that we're beginning our trial Scantron period now, which conveniently is also in time for finals. So the trial period, I'm guessing will just go straight through finals. But, and attached to that, we're working on a survey and we'll be gaining some additional demographics of which students are obtaining these free Scantrons to see which students we could help better serve for future projects. But that's all for my report. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Are there any questions on Senator Tybee's report? All right, seeing none, we'll go ahead and turn it over to University Affairs with Senator Dunn.
All right, so a message for all my committee members. As we're going down towards the last month, make sure to start wrapping up your referrals. We have like 5 of them in committee right now. 6 of them in committee right now. So make sure to start wrapping those up as soon as possible. If you have questions, you know where to find me, you know how to contact me. Good luck.
Thank you, Senator Dunn. Alrighty, are there any questions on Senator Dunn's report? All right, seeing none, we'll go ahead and turn it over to our AS Executive Director's report from Patrick Bailey. I have it right here, so I'll go ahead and read it off. He said, so we're planning for the AS end of the year celebration, and that is going really good. The committees have planned a wonderful program that will honor some outstanding individuals, and that will be a lot of fun for everyone. So make sure that you RSVP'd for this event, as it is on May 1st, so it's just coming up. So make sure you RSVP'd. You should have probably received a paperless post like invitation in your inbox. The Sports Club Council has also completed their budget deliberations for next year based on the operating budget that was approved last week. Work on the Children's Center roof has started last week, and he wants to give a huge shout out to Johnny for being on site all weekend to ensure there weren't any major leaks. So that is very exciting for our Children's Center. This Friday, the USU will have their groundbreaking ceremony on the Basic Needs Suite, that will bring together the CSUN and Food Pantry, CalFresh Outreach, Maddie's Closet, and several other services all in one location, as we just saw earlier. If you have the chance, please try to attend this program. On that note, I did send out all of you, the RSVP kind of like link or kind of information on that. So if you do want to attend, fill that out, and obviously just show up if you like. And his last note was best of luck as we start to close out the semester and many of you prepare for commencement. So very, very exciting. Thank you, Patrick, for your report. We'll go ahead and turn it over to our University Advisor, Asia Butler, for her report.
Good morning. So we are just working on our last 2 events. The Clubs and Orgs Award Ceremony, it's on Wednesday, April 24th, and our Greek graduation celebrations on Monday, May 6th. You also notice both the Sierra lawns and the University lawn are going to be blocked off in preparation for the load-in for graduation. We've also taken Matador Walk offline for events and activities just because it can create blockage on the walkway if there's too many people collected in that area. So any requests come through for those spaces, we'll have them identify a new location. And I think in Patrick's report, he said the groundbreaking was this Friday, but it's May 3rd, right, Paige? Did he say this Friday?
It's May 3rd.
It's May 3rd.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Just making sure, because I thought
Oh,
his
did-
report said this Friday. I just want to make sure.
Oh yeah, he did say this Friday. No, it's May 3rd, everyone. Thank you for catching that. It is May 3rd.
Thank you.
Yes, of course. Thank you for catching that. Are there any questions on our University Advisor's report? Yes.
It's not a question about the university advisor, but I did not receive the RSVP for the AS end of the year celebration. Neither did Jennifer or Iman. I don't know if anyone else did not receive it, but us 3 did not receive it.
I will go ahead and make sure that you do receive it. I'll talk to Kevin about that. Thanks for bringing that up. Alrighty. Any other questions for University Advisor? All right, seeing none, we'll go ahead and turn it over to our Faculty Advisor Veda Ward, and I know Madeline has her report.
Right. Happiest Mondays, Matadors. I hope you had a great weekend and are gearing up for the final weeks of spring 2024 semester. Maintain a balance between academic, social expectations, and self-care. There are numerous events organized by faculty, staff, and peers recognizing the amazing talents demonstrated during your years or months with us. Recruit a fellow student to shadow you during one or more upcoming events, and don't forget to include both formal and informal leaders. Faculty are winding down course content, and semester individual and group projects are providing evidence of not only what you can suggest content that might be considered for future semesters. Last week, we looked at the relevance and interrelationships among academic experiences in and outside the classroom, suggest summary or study techniques that highlight student talents and unique learning approaches. Enjoy your week. I will see you next week.
Thank you so much, Madeline, for reading Dr. Ward's report. We will go ahead and move on from reports to, we don't have any unfinished business or new business or information items or discussion items. We do have a special meeting agenda though at 9:50 that we do have a couple items in there that we'll go ahead and look at. But we do have a couple legislative referrals that were submitted, so I'm going to go ahead and read off those and assign those. I know it is the end of the year, so yes, but let me go ahead and read some of them. Sorry, just wanted to clarify. Alrighty, the first one is from Senator Olgan titled Request for Changing Tables in Campus Bathrooms. The request is as follows. Many students address the need for changing tables in all bathrooms across our campus. This essential accommodation is not a luxury, but a basic necessity, especially for parenting scholars and caregivers. By ensuring changing tables are available in every restroom on every floor, we uphold our commitment to diversity and inclusion, making CSUN a more accessible and welcoming environment for all members of our community. This initiative is crucial to fostering a culture of inclusivity on campus. This was suggested to go to Internal Affairs and University Affairs, and I will send it to University Affairs. The next referral is as follows from Senator Olgan, and the request is as follows. Students have expressed the need for lactation spaces in every building on our campus. While the Mamava Pod and Bremen Hall is a step forward, it's insufficient for our parenting scholars. We must prioritize inclusivity by providing accessible lactation pods in all buildings, supporting the diverse needs of our community. Our advocacy fosters a supportive environment where all members can thrive. This was suggested to go to Internal Affairs and University Affairs, and I will send it to University Affairs. Okay, more on your plate. We do have another referral from Senator Olgan titled Removing the Word Disability from Dress. The request is as follows. I'm reaching out to propose a crucial change regarding the name of the Disability Resources and Educational Services, or DRESS, program at CSUN. Instead of using potentially discouraging labels as a program and on its tools that students are utilizing, I suggest renaming the program to reflect inclusivity and support for all students regardless of ability. Names like Inclusive Resources Center, Access and Success Center, Student Access and Advocacy Center, Diverse Ability Center, Access and Ability Center. These words convey warmth and inclusivity, aligning better with our values. By making this change, we can create a more welcoming environment for all students. This was suggested to go to University Affairs, and that's where it will go. Alrighty, those were all the referrals that we had today. Are there any announcements from the board? Yes, Senator Saravia.
Just another reminder that the College of Humanities Club Mixer is this Wednesday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. We have a total of 8 different student-led, student-ran clubs that are going to be tabling there. So we're really, really excited. It's the first of its kind to be done. Also, another reminder that the philosophy conference is going to be next Friday as well, and Jennifer is going to be, or Senator Sarkeesian, sorry. Senator Sarkeesian is going to be a keynote speaker, so it would be really, really fun if we could all attend to our best capabilities. But yeah.
Yay, go humanities. I'm really excited for that event. Are there any further announcements? Alrighty, before I guess I want to make mine, I just want to say congratulations to all of our elected senators and our new incoming administration. I'm so bummed I couldn't be there at the reveal or really see anything last week, but I was so excited to watch from afar. And I'm so excited for your journey ahead. So congratulations. Yeah, welcome back. So very, very exciting. And can't wait for you all to have fun and enjoy this experience. Alrighty, are there any further announcements? All right, seeing none, I'll go ahead and turn it over to Golden for our final roll call.
Vice President Anderson. Senator Bobnagree. Senator Chavez. Senator Doe. Senator Dunn. Senator Kaddish. Senator Iman Khan. Senator Awais Khan. Senator Mezabin. Senator Radionov. Senator Sarkeesian. Senator Saravia. Senator Scher. Senator Tybee. Senator Toledo Carranza. Senator Tran. Senator Olgan. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much to our Attorney General. I will go ahead and adjourn this meeting at 9:43 a.m. We do have a special meeting agenda at 9:50. We can't really start it early, so please come back at 9:50, take a quick break, get some breakfast, or maybe go to the bathroom, and we will see you all back here at 9:50. Thank you. Alrighty, we're gonna go ahead and get along. Trying to say words and it's not coming out properly. Move along with our Senate meeting or special meeting agenda. So I call this meeting to order at 9:52 a.m. and I will go over turn it over to our Attorney General for the roll call.
Vice President Anderson, Senator Bobnagry, Senator Chavez, Senator Doe, Senator Dunn, Senator Kaddish, Senator Iman Khan, Senator Awais Khan, Senator Mezabin, Senator Radionov, Senator Sarkeesian, Senator Saravia, Senator Scher, Senator Tybee, Senator Toledo Carranza, Senator Tran, Senator Olgan. We have a quorum.
Thank you to our Attorney General for that. We'll go ahead and move on to the approval of the agenda for today's meeting. Is there a motion? Senator Saravia.
I move to approve the special meeting for April 15, 2024.
Thank you. Is there a second? Senator Khan, thank you. Is there any discussion? Any opposed? All right, the motion passes unanimously. We will go ahead and move on to open forum. Open forum is intended as an opportunity for any member of the public to address the Associated Student Senate regarding any issues affecting CSUN students. Speakers are allowed 3 minutes each to speak. Please sign in using the clipboard for minute recording purposes. I don't think James is gonna, okay. No round two for James then. Alrighty. We will go ahead and move past open forum and past reports to our new business. We first have to enter committee of the whole. So is there a request to enter committee of the whole or a motion, not request? Josie.
I move to enter committee of the whole.
Thank you. Is there a second? Senator Stravia, thank you. Is there any discussion? Any opposed? All right, the motion passes unanimously and we are now in the committee of the whole. We do have a transfer request, excuse me, and it is attached to the agenda. I'm Chair of Finance, did you want to talk about that?
Yeah, of course. So as
Thanks.
Paige mentioned, the transfer request number 71 is submitted on behalf of sports clubs. And they are hoping to celebrate their Sportsapalooza. And so they're going to be moving money around, they're going to be moving some of the money from one of the accounts to the other account. And just so they have more flexibility when it comes to hosting their end of the year banquet for their attendees. And this means buying nicer food and whatnot. But we do have the money budgeted. It's just a matter of like whether the senators think this appropriate use of $2,000 is fair for the sports clubs folk.
Thank you for that, Chair of Finance. Are there any motions?
Just to clarify what we're looking for in the motion, since it's not as clearly stated in the transfer request, the motion would be to transfer $2,000 from Sportsapalooza to their end of year banquet for AS sports clubs.
I understand. Thank you, Golden. Alrighty. And thank you for clarifying what should be in the motion. So is there a motion? Senator Saravia.
I move to approve the transfer request for sports clubs to move $2,000 from their account for Sportsapalooza to another account for their end of the year celebration.
Beautiful. Thank you. Is there a second? Senator Khan, thank you. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor of transferring $2,000 from the Sportsapalooza to their end of the year celebration budget for AS Sports Clubs, please raise your hand. Any opposed? Any abstained? All right, the motion passes. Thank you. Alrighty. We will go ahead and move to exit the committee of the whole. Yes, is there a motion? Senator Chavez.
I move to exit committee of the whole.
Thank you. Is there a second? Senator Tybee, thank you. Is there any discussion? Any opposed? All right, the motion passes unanimously. We do have to go ahead. Awesome. Alrighty, so all those in favor now of approving what was recommended in the committee of the whole, please raise your hand. Any opposed? Any abstained? All right, the recommendation passes unanimously. Awesome, we'll go sports clubs. Hopefully they have a great end of the year celebration. Alrighty, we don't have any new business for our special meeting agenda, but we'll go ahead and turn it over to the final roll call. And I will go ahead and turn it over to our Attorney General.
Vice President Anderson, Senator Bob Negri, Senator Chavez,
Here.
Senator Doe, Senator Dunn, Senator Kaddish, Senator Khan, Iman Khan, Senator Awais Khan, Senator Mezabin, Senator Radionov, Senator Sarkeesian, Senator Saravia, Senator Scher, Senator Tybee, Senator Toledo Carranza, Senator Tran, Senator Olgan. Thank you.
Thank you to our Attorney General, and I will go ahead and adjourn this meeting at 9:59 a.m. Have a beautiful week. Enjoy. Go to the humanities event. Go to the farmer's market. Yeah, thank you all and enjoy the sunshine.